actually in, Min Min is just going to get bodied. There's going to be nothing she's going to be able to do up close. So what we're going to see from Pokelover is that I think he's going to be trying to keep meta main at a more than respectable 6 feet apart, socially distanced, wear your mask distance.
Min Min goes the extra distance. Quite literally, instead of 6 feet, it's 8 feet apart.
Oh yeah, it's even more than that, I think. It's definitely keeping away. I wish I had extendo.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh god.
Oh, the classic.
What?
The classic.
Oh my god. Yo, what's up, Twitter? How you doing?
Yeah, how you doing, Twitter?
How you doing, Twitter.com?
You know,
Wow.
some people say that the Mennonite's no longer with us, but did he really leave? He's still there. This is the same Mennonite you know and love.
It is. He just got some fancy new gloves, which I just realized he had in the last game too. Never mind.
No, they're new. Trust me, they're new. They're just shinier.
They're just shinier. Oh no!
Okay, that was a good tech. You had to tech that. Or also,
No,
that that's a bad start to game 1.
That was an even better tech on that second one, man. The second one was harder because he had to tech in the second hit of the shuttle loop. The first one was a back air, which at least hits you twice beforehand and it therefore is a lot easier to react to. You know, the move itself is just longer, but shuttle loop? That comes out so fast, man. The hitbox of that, best be prepared to tech that. Pokelover definitely showing his off-stage proficiency right here. Which is funny.
Oh, that's a good pivot grab. I think the pivot grab's gonna be really good, just to like, if you think Mennonite's gonna run at you, just pivot grab him. Yeah, going for the attack after the dimensional cape, but this is, obviously that's not a safe option, so you're gonna get punished if blocked.
It's a very committal one, to say the least. It always has been. You know, unless you're playing Brawl and you do like the little C-stick glitch where you're completely...
you're just gone.
Yeah. Hashtag banned in tournaments. But either way, I like what Pokelover's doing right here. Not even just keeping meta main at sort of the long range, but whenever he does get in, he's kind of just prepared for it, if you would. Like, she's negating a lot of his approaches, like with just wake-up options on his own, like with those up smashes specifically. He messed up that time as that back air is going to take the stock, but before that, he's like sort of... Whenever meta main tries to approach from the air, Pokelover is just kind of there to try to stuff him out with the megawatt right there. I think she's just kind of there trying to stuff him out with a wake up smash of her own, and she does mess them up from time to time on block. You know, he is able to fastball land on block, but whenever he doesn't and he's not able to get that, it's a really good way to just do a quick get off me wake up move against Meta Knight, and it's very smart of Pokelover to know what options that he needs whenever the gap against him is closed, which is something which is something every Min player needs to be prepared for, man. It's like, yeah, you could just keep them at the long range for as long as you want, right? But eventually they're gonna break through that zone, because that's...
Yeah, you gotta have a plan B.
Exactly, thank you, because everybody... That's the whole game plan against Min Min, is how to get around the arms. So if you're a Min Min player and you don't know what to do once they're actually beyond that, then that is when you have no fundamentals, and that is just when you're a full-on gimmick Min Min. When they break through your gimmick, and then you don't know what to do.
Yeah,
And that's clearly not the case with Pokelover.
A lot of the skill ceiling in this game, and like trying to obtain it, is handling your character in situations where your character doesn't want to be in. Like, advantage algorithm, it's pretty straightforward, because the tools are pretty clearly laid out for you. But when they get in, that's when you gotta like be a bit creative with like your tools.
That's
like,
right.
Certain tools may be only useful in very specific situations, and you really just have to know.
Exactly, like, you know, take Mario and then you're fighting a sword character and they're beating you out of that mid-range that Mario bodies so many other characters in. Do you just crumple? No, you gotta figure out, like, what to do when your character is in that bad situation. And for Min Min, I feel like Min Min is just such a much more obvious example of what her bad situation is. Like, this is sort of what I meant earlier when we were talking about Min Min and we talked about how even casuals sort of know her game plan.
Yeah.
It's just so obvious. She's just the perfect example of amazing at one thing and then not so good at another.
On that tornado. Sending Min Min back on the stage. If that sent the other way, that would have been the stock, 100%.
Small battlefield is the pick. Pokelover only needs one more to get a Min Min out here in Winners Finals. That would be wild. Calling out Meta Main where he's going to go with those double jumps right there. Another good adaptation.
Pivot grab.
Pokelover. He was prepared for the tech chase right there, but unfortunately just messed up the spacing and the timing. So I guess she wasn't prepared for it, but you know what I mean. Like, she knew the situation, just messed up the execution. Catching Meta Knight, catching Meta Main swinging a little bit here. Look at this. I'm just mock tornadoing over to the other side of the level. This is going real crazy for these two right here. What was that? The rapid jab?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You were gonna walk into my rapid jab special? That was wild.
Pokelover's like doing really well this game.
Pokelover is loving it right now. Shout out to McDonald's.
Like I feel like when you normally think of a character that's like camping you out or zoning you out, you think of them hitting you back and then them resetting the neutral. But what Pokelover is doing differently is that whenever Pokelover gets the hit, they push their advantage even further and keep trying to get more hits, like at that farther range. And that all really like was what allowed Pokelover to get this lead.
For sure, man, for sure. It's like whenever Metamain tries to approach from above and just break that zone, Pokelover is just prepared for it. And we're not seeing the same rush down, you know, super aggro, crazy Metamain that we saw before. We're seeing him try to do it, but it's not always working out as well. Even off stage, like, Pokelover is just prepared for these situations where she has to tech. Every single time that Metamain actually breaks Pokelover's zone, like, he's just prepared for it. But it doesn't matter how prepared for that you are. No, Metamain.
Oh, that's another SD. Wait, is that... Were both winner semi matches decided by an SD?
No. That's SD his last